The next point, the next problem, we're checking to see if this point is an intersection. That means, does it make the equation true? So I'm given an x value and a y value. All right, so I'm going to use my store function. All right, and I'm just going to substitute in to make sure it's true. I'll do -1 store x and -4 store into y and see if these are true, which basically what the store function does is it substitutes. So I have negative, right? I'm just putting y in for y, and then for x I'm putting in a -1. I want to see if that equals 0. All right, I'll just do that with my calculator. So I'm going to do -1 store in x, and I'm going to do -4 store, and I can do that in y. I'm going to go alpha, and I got to find where the y is. It's hard to see on here. Yes, okay. So I'll hit enter. So now the calculator knows what x is, it knows what y is, and now I'm just going to type out my function here. Okay, so I'm going to type out negative y, oops, where's my y? So alpha y, and alpha, there. -y squared plus x minus 12y alpha 1 minus 33. And that does not equal 0, like my equation was supposed to be. And I'm just going to check and make sure I typed it in right. -y plus x minus 12y minus 33. So I can stop right there because that did not make that true. All right, now I'll check the next one. All right, I've got to do the same thing. I've got a new point. Now this is a pretty simple one. It might be easier just to substitute in, but here's my x, here's my y, right? So I've got 0 store in x and 2 store into y. All right, so that would be -2 squared equals x, which is 0 squared minus 4. So that would be -4 equals -4. So that checks out. And then here I've got to check the other equation. It has to make that true too. So that would be 2 equals -0 squared plus 2. And so I get 2 equals 2. All right, and so that checks out. So that would be yes. All right, and then now if I want to know the center and radius of the circle, all right, remember the center is going to be what makes, you look at the inside of the parentheses here. So I have x all by itself, so that would be 0. It wasn't shifted on the x-axis, left or right. On the y-axis, though, it was shifted to the right 2. So the y value that makes this equal to 0 will be a +2. So that's the center of the circle. And then to get the radius, I'm going to do the square root of 225, which is 15. All right, and then now I'm looking at this one to get the center. I look how it shifted horizontally. It went to the left. Remember, inside here it's the opposite. So it went left, so that would be -5 for the center. And then looking at this set of parentheses here, the y's were shifted, and it's the opposite, so it would be a +3. The y's actually went up 3. It's the value that's going to make that equal to 0. And then the radius is gonna be the square root of 49, which is 7.